Hey guys, how's it going? What's up? Welcome to a review. Today I got a review for you on Boss Bottled Night. As you can see, this is a fragrance that it's peaked in a couple of my lists. It hasn't quite made it on a spot on any of them, but I don't see a lot of reviews out there on this one, and I wanted to give my opinion on it, my take. So here we go. I'll show you the presentation. This is a 3.4 ounce. See, you got your little information sticker. It's thick glass. It's a pretty plain presentation, but it's exactly like the other Boss Bottled. So it's pretty nice. I got this one in a set with the shower gel and the deodorant, and I actually really like having the set for this one. So the pricing on this one for a 1.7 ounce, looking online at eBay and Amazon, you can get a 1.7 for around $25, and that's from legit sellers. So you don't have to worry about them being fakes. And 1.7s are actually rarely fakes. They usually fake the big bottles. So don't worry about that. You can count on them. Just make sure it has a little ribbon next to the seller's name. So $25 for a 1.7 ounce, 3.4 ounce. If you get a tester, FragranceNet actually has an eBay account, and I saw it there under their account for $25 for a tester. I don't think it has a cap. And that's a 3.4 ounce big bottle. 3.4 ounce regular bottle with the cap and the box, that's also from FragranceNet for $38. So those are really good prices for this fragrance, highly discounted. I paid about $50 for the whole set here. I got it on perfumania.com in a box with some coupon codes and all that. So let me get into the notes real quick. You got African violet, birchwood, lavender, woody notes, and musk. And let me show you a spray here. See how the sprayer does. Pretty good sprayer. Very good sprayer. That was a lot of juice that just got on me. So right off the top, okay, there's not a whole lot of alcohol, so that's a good sign right away. When a fragrance is not packed with alcohol, that means the quality is probably going to be better and the performance is probably going to be better. So as it starts to dry down in the very top, right away you get that violet. Violet and lavender seem to be the most prominent notes, but mostly the violet right there. You feel a little bit of the birch and the woody notes. That birch, it's pretty noticeable. It gives it kind of a dark background almost in the back. But the violet and the lavender are the most prominent. And then as it dries down, I got the dry down here, the musk starts to come out a little bit more, and it goes to more of a lighter lavender type of a scent. But the violet is the main note in this fragrance, and it stays there even though it tones down later on. It stays there through the duration of this fragrance. What age can wear this? I would say that this could be 15 and up. Anybody above the age of 15. I don't see young teens wearing it or young kids. But if you're in high school or in college and all the way up to a grown man. So seasons, I would say primarily fall and winter, but it can work spring and summer as well. This could be a signature scent. So the good things about this fragrance, the good things about it is the performance, first and foremost. I get minimum 8 hours on this fragrance. Minimum 8 hours. And that's pretty solid for a designer fragrance. For a fragrance that costs you $25, 8 hours is pretty solid. When you combine that with the shower gel and the deodorant, you get 10 plus hours of a nice scent bubble, and you don't have to spray a lot. So it works out great on performance. Popularity. This is not a popular fragrance. You're not going to risk smelling like the next guy, the ex, or being recognized. And nobody's going to know what fragrance you're wearing, and you will be asked, what are you wearing? Because it's not something that everybody smells all the time. It doesn't seem like a fragrance that catches a lot of people's attention in Sephora and Macy's. The quality. I think the quality on this fragrance is really good. The blend is very nice. The fragrance notes complement each other. There's not a clash there between them. And it doesn't smell synthetic to my nose. To my nose, it smells very natural. You got that strong violet leaf and the strong birch note, and it complements each other very well. I think Hugo Boss did a great job on quality, and this fragrance is definitely worth more than its price tag, in my opinion. Its versatility. It's a very versatile fragrance. I think this fragrance can be worn dressed up. It can be worn dressed down. It can be worn at the office or at school. The only place I wouldn't wear this fragrance is if you're out in the sun. So if you're going to the beach or you're going to be outdoors at an event, this isn't something I would wear for that. But every other occasion, this seems like a fragrance that could do it, especially indoors or in the wintertime. In the wintertime, I think it can do anything. It's very affordable. So for that reason, anybody can afford to buy this. You know, low budget, high budget, and it for people who like nicer quality fragrances. Even though the price tag is low, if you're looking for quality and you hate synthetic scents, this scent is not going to disappoint you, but it's still going to save you money. So that's a really good thing about this fragrance. I love it when a fragrance gives you that bang for your buck, and this one definitely does. If you like the scent, of course, because if you don't like the scent, it doesn't matter what it costs. It's a waste of money, right? So it's a pleasing scent. It's not gonna offend anyone. I never gotten a negative comment on this fragrance, and it seems like one of those neutral, safer type of scents. I thought it was a very strong purple type of feel, blueberry type of feel. It kind of gives me a little bit of a vibe like Purple Label and Bleecker Street, but that birch note, I heard Mark mention that birch note resembled the birch in Aventus very strongly. So that's good company if you want to put it in that company. Now, its availability, that's one more thing I forgot to mention. Its availability. You can try this anywhere. You can try it at Sephora. The Sephoras have at the mall, JCPenney, or the ones in pretty much anywhere you can find one. They'll have this fragrance to sample. Any Perfume Mania, any perfume store, they'll have this fragrance to sample. Macy's, Dillard's, they should have this fragrance there to sample. So it's not hard to get your nose on it. Even discounters should have this fragrance. So it's not hard to find. That's a really good thing, especially when you want to try it before you buy it. It's signature scent worthy, like I said. You can wear it all year round. Now, compliment factor. The compliment factor on this one, I'm not sure whether to put that in the good or the bad section. And let me tell you why. Because my testing is inconclusive. I bought this scent not because I liked it, but because a girl that I see quite often, I was with her at Sephora and we were smelling the fragrances, and she's very, very picky. Her taste, she's mostly for fresher scents, but her taste, like, she hates gourmands and she hates more mature fragrances and those type of scents. So she's pretty picky with that. And I was looking for a fragrance that was gonna like be her number one scent, you know, something I could wear when I'm with her, because she didn't seem to love anything in my collection. She liked a lot of scents, but she didn't really love them, and I was looking for one that she would love. And she chose this one when we were at Sephora, and it's been a long time. I've had this fragrance for like 2 years now, and every time I wear it, she loves it. So that says a lot. However, other than her, I've only gotten compliments for like 1 or 2 people. Now, to be fair, I don't wear it out much. So I usually only wear it when I'm with her. And when I'm with her, we go and do things, but I'm not around a lot of people. I don't take her to like social events and gatherings. It's usually just me and her going out and doing something. So for that reason, I can't say it's bad on compliments because I haven't exposed it to a lot of people. But I can't say it's good on compliments because I haven't gotten that many besides her. So I really don't know on that one. You guys are going to have to test this for yourself and see how it works for you. But I haven't got any negative responses, and that is a really good thing. Now, the bad about this fragrance, I was trying to think about all the reasons to hate it, because it's not one of my favorites. It's not something that I go crazy over, so I'm thinking there must be a lot of reasons to hate it. I couldn't really think of that many. One of them would be it's a bit powdery. The lavender note in it and the floral of the even though it's a It's a moistury type of feel in the violet, but the lavender makes it like a bit powdery, and it's not like Diorum Intense or Burberry Brit even, and those or Burberry Touch. It's not a super powdery fragrance, or Le Mans. It's moderately powdery, and I don't like powdery scents, but this one I don't mind it at all. It's not that bad, so I don't think it's gonna be a complaint for most people. But if you can't stand anything powdery, you probably won't like this fragrance. Boring. A lot of people would say that this scent would be, leaves a lot to be desired. It doesn't leave an impression. It's nothing special. It's just a regular soapy scent. It's just a regular violet-based scent, lavender scent. You could say it's boring. There's not a whole lot going on here. And I think I can understand that perspective sometimes, because for me it's not something that gets me super excited to wear or super excited to reach for whenever I go through my collection. It's not something that I would wear to bed and smell my hand, like just enjoying the scent. I do that with other fragrances, but I don't do it with this one. So that's one other one. It's very subtle. That's another one. If you're expecting to go to like a club or a party and you want the fragrance you're wearing to be a conversation starter and to get you a lot of compliments and help you, meet people and things like that, this one is not going to do it for you. It's a subtle scent. It's a soapy, it's a fresh, it's a clean scent. What she always tells me is that it smells like I just got out of the shower type of clean. And a lot of times I did just get out of the shower, right? But that's the response that I get. But it's not something that's like in your face, like boom, bold. To some people that's a good thing. To some people that's a bad thing. I know a lot of you wear fragrances to get noticed, and no shame in that. But this one may not do it for you. So those are the bad things. That's pretty much all I can think of to hate on it for. Rating. I'm gonna rate this fragrance 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10 because the price is so low, because the quality is so good, because it's not a popular fragrance, because it's versatile, it's performance. On paper, this scent is awesome. On paper, it all depends on whether you like the smell or not. If you love the smell, then this is the fragrance that you have to own because of the performance, the price, and all those things put together. It's an awesome scent if you love the smell. If you don't like the smell, it's something that I would just pass on. It's not something you're going to hate. It's not something you're going to want to go online and trash it in a review. But, it's something that may not leave an impression on you. You may be like, it's okay. But if you love it, it's an awesome scent. So for that reason, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Solid fragrance, solid rating. Can't say much bad about it. A lot of good things to be said if you love the smell. Is it blind buy worthy? No, it's not blind buy worthy. And that's tough because the price is so low. But it's just not a scent that I've seen gain a lot of traction in the community. And I know most of my friends online have tried it because it's in Sephora and it's all those places, and they go by and they smell it and they tell me, it was okay. It just didn't make me want to go and buy it. And a lot of people will overlook it because it's Hugo Boss, because it's a designer. It doesn't have a niche title on it. I think the quality of this, it could be a niche fragrance. It's not quite that level, but it's close. And if it had a higher price tag, maybe people would respect it more. I don't know. If it had a different brand name on it, like Dior or Chanel, maybe people would respect it more. But as of now, people haven't gone nuts over it. So for that reason, I wouldn't advise you to blind buy it. But if you love violet and you love lavender and birch and the combination sounds good to you, it's not a lot of money. I mean, what's the risk in pulling the trigger? You can always find somebody to swap it out with or give it as a gift. But I would, if you have a girlfriend or you have girls that you hang out with regularly, and you want something that's going to please them the way I did, take them by Sephora or Macy's, and when you do, make sure that you don't overlook this one. Have them give it a sniff and see what they think. Maybe they're like her, and they'll absolutely love this when they don't like the other scents. So bottles that are similar to this one, I would say, well, you got Aventus and you got Bleecker Street, which I already mentioned. I would also say maybe this is really tough because there's not a whole lot of fragrances that are out there that are similar to this one. It's in the ballpark of a Bleu de Chanel, Burberry Touch, and Brit, I think. So if those fragrances are some of your favorites, I would go and give this one a sniff. I was thinking of saying Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana, but I can't see any resemblance, but for some reason that's a fragrance that comes to mind. So I'll just throw that out there. But anyways, if you guys have tried this fragrance, let me know what you think, especially on the compliment factor. Those of you who own it and have worn it, since I haven't been able to test it much, let me know in the comments down below, how does it do for you on compliments? Do you get compliments with it? Do you get the same reaction I get from this girl? Do you get that with any other girls? I'm very curious to hear that. So, thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. Take it easy. Peace.